Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Xeno, and this is going to be my run for the Gentle Fist Lufenia Plus, which is Ursula's brand new event. She's a brand new character to the game. Did not summon. I actually recorded my free multi, but it was like a 1535 CP of like Freya and Sync, so that was, you know, tons of fun. I've run this stage already like a couple of times. I'm trying to figure out how exactly the orb works, because I was a little bit confused at the start. Because the orb, you need like to battery everyone like 100% of max brave, and some of my skills were doing it, and then sometimes the same skill would not do it. I assume that's because the later in the fight, the higher the reductions go. So I was a little confused, but ultimately I landed on this fun team of, once again, Paine, Yshtola, and Snow, because I'm loving Snow, I'm loving Paine, and Yshtola is just Paine is Yshtola's best friend right now, I think, going forward with the brave gain up. And I realized that if you have high enough brave gain up in the team, any battery move will battery you to full. So it fulfills the orb condition anyway. So use this team because, again, I just wanted to use some of my favorite characters, and I haven't used Yshtola in a video yet. This is the 23rd Lufenia Plus for Yshtola. So I am 23 out of 23 for Lufenia Pluses with Yshtola. This is the 4th Lufenia for Snow and the 4th for Paine, because I went back and did a couple of the other events after the other day's video as well. So this fight sells Ursula in the sense that the boss's all attacks can push you back, and then so not this all attack, the rend ones, the other all attack that they do can push you back or delay you, and then that's why they kind of want to sell Ursula, because she would warp up in front and then she'd be able to battery the party and fulfill the orb requirement. But in this fight they delay you, and they can eat through all their orbs really quickly, and then you can lose, which happened to me a few times until I figured out this team. So, because I've tried it a few times, and I've also done a 10-turn run of this stage already with Jekt BT+, Caius BT+, Ace BT+, and just BT+ stomped it to see if it would work, and it 100% worked. It was ridiculous. I killed them inside like the 3rd turn of the summon. It was insane. So this stage seems to be a bit on the squishier side if you load up the debuffs and BT effects. But yeah, not much else to say about this one. It was a fun little stage, I suppose. I'll run it a few more times, try and get a couple of the favorites through just for fun in the next few days until we wait for the inevitable Divine Ifrit, Knowles, and C90 comes with Sid from Final Fantasy VII, C90, Sarah, I think. There's a couple of, it's going to be an interesting time. Divine Ifrit, a lot of summon resources for everyone. That's really cool. And I'm just going to max out on tickets again, because I haven't used tickets on this event, and that's another 400 something tickets. And yeah, I'm gonna have way too many resources. But my quick thoughts on Ursula, just in case you ask, because no one did, but I'm going to tell you anyway. She's a good Aurobot character. The more I looked into it, and once I actually understand when the infographic from the Tomberry Troop came out, once I actually looked into it, and I looked into exactly what her kit does, because I can't read Japanese and anime, I was like, damn, she actually looks like a pretty unique character with her warp gimmick and everything, and the battery to max brave and the free turns. She actually looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, I've got so many supports lately. Between Paine, I'm still running Yshtola, I'm running Yuna, I'm running Garnet, I'm running Saz. I just don't see myself using her. So there's just no real reason. She's not a favorite, so there's no reason to summon. Maybe later down the line, if she's on a banner that I like and I manage to pick her up, maybe I'll play around with her. But ultimately, it comes down to I don't think I need her. So I think I use Yshtola's EX here, and it doesn't battery to full. And I was like, oh crap. So that doesn't count. What do I do here? Do I use her Medica? No, I use Sephiroth. That's right. For some reason, the Sephiroth call ticks the orb up. Don't know why. I don't know why. Don't even care. It's so weird. It really is. It's just really weird. And I'm not sure. What do I do here? Do I summon, or do there's a couple of tricky spots where I actually tried to set up like the burst phase, set up all my calls without the orb going down really quickly. So I think, do I stone here? I think I do, just to see if it goes up. Or do I Medica? I wish I would just hurry up and choose. And there you go, that ticked up the orb. Yeah, so I think that's because I got Paine stacks to 10, so all her effects kicked in properly. So, and then the Medica's gonna just, yeah. So it's kind of weird. The orb's kind of weird. Like, you can play around with certain teams and certain battery skills, even if it's not 100% max brave. If you play around with the right team comps, you'll be able to get him to 100% max brave, like I just did then with Yshtola and Paine on the left side. So it's real interesting, and we kind of just ruffle stomp the rest of this fight. Snow does amazing damage. I'm having so much fun, like Yar said the other day with Snow. So right there, when they delay you, that's what you got to be careful of, because then they can get turns back to back, and if you've got no follow-up damage, counter turns, or anything like that, they're just going to delay you, and they can potentially pop their own orb. So I guess that's why they're summoning. That's why they're trying to sell Ursula. There you go, Snow. Nice 600k. Snow caps on damage so easily. I love it. And I also let Fran's call fall off. So that was horrible. So now she's only got the 5-stack call, so that's technically like a damage loss or whatever, but ultimately it doesn't really matter too much. That kind of sucks. Snow's EX and his skill 2 Frost Strike, they can refund him to 100% max brave as well with this team, so he can fulfill the orb requirement there. As you see, 224,000 brave refunded. That's more than 100%. That's crazy. But these bosses melt kind of fast, like especially when I was trying out my Jekt, Kaias, and Ace BT plus Ruffle Stomp Fest. They died in 10 turns. Like, these are kind of squishy. Same as the last boss. Like Snow's Intertwined Wheels is a little bit on the squishier side as well. I've already seen people think you can Sid Mao this, you can BT plus stomp this fight. I don't know if you can eat her off it. I hope you can't. And I think we're just going to go to town. Look at that. 370k because Paine's on there. You'll love to see it. Yshtola's actually doing some damage. I can't wait for her C90. So, and I think I let the break attack fall off, the debuff fall off. What's it called? Yeah, status break. I let that... There was a bunch of misplays in this. But that being said, with this specific... I can never say the word specific without slowing down, because then I sound like I'm having a stroke. But with this specific team comp, there's a lot of max damage, a lot of battery. You love to see it. I wanted to push them back a bit. I want to go into Yshtola's burst phase, reset the Sephiroth call, I believe. Yep, I do. I did try. I used a team of Paine, Snow, and Garnet, and I got them down to 7%, and I just died because of the orb. So I might try that again, because I would like to get my girl Garnet through. If I took out Snow and just used Yshtola, I could probably just get it through and burn them down. But I wanted to use her in a proper team comp. So this is a normal... Sorry, I'm yawning. This is a normal Yshtola BT phase with standard brave gain up from her BT and Paine. No launch on every single action. And this ends up to be really high damaging BT phase. I should have probably just chucked a Sid Rain's call on it just for the sake of it, because the brave gain is kind of nuts. As you see, I've got a Sid Rain friend because I wasn't sure what friend to actually bring, because I don't want to swap out Paine and Yshtola, because that's where all of the auras and the support come from. And Snow's the one that's mitigating all the damage, and he's providing a lot of damage too. So I'm like, all right, I can swap out Snow, but who do I swap it out for? Because Snow also fulfills the orb requirement. And before I started this fight, I was like, damn, I need another character that can fulfill the orb requirement, because Snow's one of them. So I'm like, all right, let's do Sid Rains, because he batteries a lot in his skills, and with the brave gain up and BT effect in the party, maybe he'll be really good. You'll see what ends up happening with Sid Rains. It's, Sid Rains is gross. I haven't used it as a friend in a long time, but, goddamn Sid Rains. Look at that, 5.7 million damage without launches. I kind of want to go back and do this exact same team again and just see what I can get out of Yshtola, because that's some crazy damage with only like 2 launches in that whole phase. So, look at that. Paine's going to be capping damage again. Bam, bam, bam. Retribution, 300k. Love to see it. I think this is... Oh, yeah. I'm triggering this just to get a few extra retributions, because I want to kind of knock them below that 30% threshold as quick as possible, because that's when the orb comes back up, and that's when I can actually start upkeeping the orb a bit more. But that's what I really like about Snow, is you can use his AA ability or his calls, and you can trigger his preemptive attack when he comes technically back in. So that's really cool. So what do I do here? I'm just going to misery. Okay. And I think now, yeah, now that the orb is up, pop, there we go. I think now is when I summon in Sid Reigns. I probably should have EX'd first with Sid Reigns. Oh yeah, and that thing they do there, that triggers his preemptive attack 2-stack ability when they do that cry thing. So this is a really good fight for Snow. So I probably should have used the EX there to delay them first instead of bring them up, but I wanted to bring Yshtola up because Paine's got the Kurosame party call on. Boom, look at that. Yeah. That was 215k brave that he healed to the party. Look at this damage, by the way. Like, just... Yo, 1.3 mil, just chill the fuck out, Sid Reigns. I was like, oh, that... I kind of stopped here for a second. Like, that did a lot more damage than I thought it would. That's very interesting. I'm like, I didn't expect him to do that much freaking damage. So now I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'll just do whatever because it's going to do so much damage. He only gets a couple attacks off, and I actually swap him out of the party just so Snow can get the final hit because I felt bad. Because it was ridiculous. One last Black Sky with the Kurosame call up. Sorry if the video's stuttering a bit. It was just my software recording was having a spaz attack. So do I use my LD at all? I think I do to push him back a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll use my LD and I push him back a little bit. So that way when Sid Reigns can drag them up as quick as possible. And with all the Brave gains on the team, she's going to battery to full. So the orb's now non-existent. Yeah, I use the EX. He's a cool character. It's a shame he got relegated to like just a stupid like launch DPS. Mostly used as a call ability, mostly used in Sid Mao. Look at this, 1.4 million. Like for some reason he's getting stronger. Why? And I'm like, what the hell? Why is this man doing so much damage, fam? I like Sid Reigns. He's kind of a cool character in 13. It just sucks that he's kind of like so ridiculous that it's kind of just like, oh. He's pretty much for launch comps or nothing. Although you can easily just use him as a normal. I might even just do this team with Sid Reigns, Yshtola, and Paine, just for the sake of it. Just to have him in the party, because he does stupid things. Beautiful, you love to see it. And then I think I use LD and bring Yshtola forward? Yeah, I do. And the next time Sid Reigns is back, I swap him out because they're going to die. Guys, look at the damage. Like, yeah, I just realized here, I'm like, oh crap. I hope the bosses don't enrage because Sid Reigns, he's making fucking Krabby Patties. Look at that thing explode. 1.45 million. Some reason, the longer he's on the field, the stronger he's getting. Why? I delayed him just so I can get Sid Reigns back on the field. Because I wanted Snow to get the last hit. I'm like, ah. And they've got the Shiva summon thing on as well. So they're not going to be doing any damage when they come back. So yeah, I'm just delaying him now just to get him off the field so Snow can have a turn. Anyway, let me know what you did in the comment section down below. What team did you use? What characters? Did you pull for Ursula? If you did, let me know how that went. And I'll see what type of content I can make in the next couple of days or before. I think we've got like we've got 5, 6, 7 days before the next events and C90s and stuff come out. So that'll be interesting. So I'll see what content I make. But I had a lot of fun with this team because these are just awesome characters. So let me know in the comment section down below what you used. Hope you guys are having a fan-freaking-tastic day as always. Remember to follow me over on Twitter at TXB_gaming to keep up to date with everything in between videos. Join the Discord so I can chat to you there. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you very much for watching. And as always, my name is Xeno. And you guys take care.